Hey everyone, my name is Jerry Watkin, and I'm the Director of Customer Service for Phone.com and a contributor on Communicate Better blog. Welcome to Coffee and Customer Service. Hey, how's it going? What are you drinking?
Hey, Jeremy. You're looking a little pale today.
It is a spooky Coffee and Customer Service today.
Liz. I'm drinking some actual coffee. I'm going to a Halloween party this evening, so I'm gonna need some extra energy, and coffee is what I got. So cheers. Over there.
What's going on with your costume?
I am a German beer wench, and yeah, just regular old German beer wench.
Well,
So
I'm not just any ghost over here. I'm the ghost of awesomeness. Not to say that awesomeness is dead. Hopefully it's not. Oh, I can barely see out of my eye holes. But yeah, don't search for a deep meaning in my costume because there isn't one.
There is.
I didn't know how long I can keep this on during our hangout. It might come off at some point. So, anything? What did you learn about customer service this week, Jenny? Anything that you shared that you'd like to talk about?
Well,
When you need it.
what's that?
Where's your mobile app when you need it?
I know, I didn't bring it in. I love looking at Communicate Better blog on the mobile. It's a really easy way to check it out. I always throw that in. But this week, one thing that I really love is that, because now that a lot of our friends and family they know that we, do customer service stuff, they're always so willing to share stories. We always talk about how many great stories we get, and my aunt shared a story with me earlier in the week, and I just thought it was great about the bubbly. And take a sip there. Oh my goodness. Hopefully our viewers can see what's going on because there's no sound, so.
It's a little difficult.
This is an interesting coffee and customer service today.
The spooky one.
Oh, hey, by the way, I'm up here.
Nice mustache.
Oh yeah. And then I posted the 5 ways to help yourself in order to help others, which was originally posted on the Attitudes for Innovation website, and I just continue to see it in life, in customer service, like in and out of the office is what I mean there. But it's something that's very important. You can't really take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. And an important thing to remember, it doesn't mean being selfish. It means just making sure that you're okay, taking care of yourself. So, what did you learn about customer service this week, Jeremy?
Well, I'd love to hear more about your SodaStream post because I haven't read it yet. But
Okay.
So I had a couple. One was a post that I had posted originally on ICMI, and it was about. My point was they've been talking about culture a lot lately, and I kind of used our experience from Customer Service Week to share what I think is really important. Cultures. One thing that makes up cultures are the stories, the common stories that they hand down from generation. And I kind of drew the line to a culture in a business and how making stories together as a company, as a community, as a group, those are stories that draw us together. They're shared experiences together. They draw us closer together. So before you think about something crazy like dressing up for Halloween in your office or getting together and painting or whatever other activities you do, you're making memories there with your team that actually draw you closer together as a team. It brings people into this. It's not just a workplace, it almost becomes a community. and it's really powerful in the contact center environment. So my whole point was call center leaders, get your noses out of the books sometimes and close your computers, and seriously just get together with your team and laugh with them a little bit. And what that does is that will draw them closer to you, that will draw them closer to each other, and it actually does make a difference whether you know it or not. Uh-oh, Jenny.
Sorry, there was a visitor at the door who is demanding in.
So,
right. Yeah. Sorry.
So back to the, I don't know, any thoughts on that, Jenny? I think we probably would do better on the side of fun than a lot of other things.
Well, but it is fun, but it really brings people together. And laughing, there's something so powerful about laughing, and makes people feel comfortable. And no matter how awkward it is, if there's people laughing, you just obviously not at each other, but if there are people laughing and it's a shared laughter together, it really brings people together, and you become part of this. I don't know. It just helps build part of the team. That level of shared. No, what's the word I'm looking for here? Shared. Yeah, there you go. So.
Another great example. We've been doing icebreaker questions in our daily stand-up meetings, and you can see behind Jenny some of our wonderful. The icebreaker question the other day was, "What's your worst nickname?" And kind of a vulnerable time together to share. Some of those have some pain attached to them a little bit. I know mine does. Jughead Germany, and also Jeremy Butkin. That's another good one. Jenny, what was yours?
Oh, mine is Dempsey. Jenny Dempsey.
Dempsey and Butkin. You can see why we like blogging together.
But I love the icebreaker questions. It's hard to come up with them sometimes, but once you have it, and then it just opens up this whole conversation. And you know what? It makes the rest of the meeting go so casual. Like, we're able to just hang out, talk about work stuff too in the same meeting. It's like, we have fun, but we also still get our jobs done. And it just makes it feel not so much like work. And I think that it's like, that's just really powerful. This is fun. It becomes fun. And it's like, yeah, I got to do this work stuff, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Everyone is on the same page, and, we just, the hiring for culture helps with that. We're all able to laugh at these things. If there was someone who was really offended and didn't want to share their nickname, and, it wouldn't quite be the best fit, and it would change the entire feel. But because we worked so hard to hire for culture, and we work hard at building the culture by, laughing and doing funny things, and we all share that sense of humor, it really makes it that much more awesome to be at work.
Yeah, I know for me, if I'm not in a positive mindset, it makes it really difficult to be super productive. If I'm in a positive mindset, those meetings in the morning, I think that's why I love them more than, I don't really care what everybody's doing throughout the day, to be honest, but having that time in the morning as we kick off the day, I swear it makes me way more productive, because I've just connected with my coworkers in a cool way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, let's go back to the SodaStream post. I haven't read it yet, so tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, well, so it's interesting. So my Aunt Robin, she loves, the bubbly filtered water, or bubbly sparkling water. And so she bought a machine to make it, because she was, going to Trader Joe's all the time and buying those ones. She's like, I'm tired of wasting bottles. And she bought that machine, and it, I forget how long she had it. Not too long, but it broke. And so she was like, well, do I go to the store or whatever? So she called the manufacturer, she called the company, SodaStream, and their support was super helpful. They did troubleshooting with the device, and they couldn't get it to work. So they told her, well, you know what, no problem. We're going to send you a brand new one at no cost, but you just need to ship this back to us. We'll send you a return label, all this stuff. And so their one little thing is that when they sent the return label to her, they didn't send it to the correct email. She has two. and one of them was, I guess maybe they have an online account. She had one on file, and they sent it to that one, but she hadn't updated it, so she never got it. A couple hours later, she called back and was like, I didn't receive it. What's going on? And they were extremely helpful. They apologized for, the mishap, and they resent it to her immediately to the right email, followed through on their word. She literally printed it, dropped it in the mail. As soon as, I guess it was UPS, as soon as they scanned that tracking that it was, in their hands, her new one was shipped, and she got a notification, literally like maybe the next day or same day. The new one was out. She had it in a couple days. And all just, and you think of these little soda machines. I mean, I never would think to call the manufacturer. I'd just be like, oh, well, it's broke. Maybe I'll try to bring it back to the store or whatever. But it was a really great experience for her, and she was just kind of like, whoa, this is cool, and I loved hearing that. So
that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice when, I talked about several months ago my experience with Vitamix, and it's so refreshing. Oftentimes you expect to get some pushback, and it's so refreshing when they go, absolutely, we'll send you a new one. Stand by the product.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that they believe in that product so much, and it makes you believe in it. Like, I never even knew about that company before. Probably won't ever buy one of those, but now, like, if anyone ever asks me, oh, I want to buy one, I would always recommend that. And I didn't even have the product. All I did was hear a story from an aunt. So it's, those types of things carry on, and it's so important.
Isn't that funny? Like, if you maybe you'll never buy one, but you're still like, you've all of a sudden become a referral for them because she shared the story with you, and if it comes to mind, you might just say, oh yeah, those are great. They have great customer service. You don't know how many people that will, someone who really wants one, that might just push them, that might be the tipping point to get them to buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because knowing if something goes wrong with it, you have a way to get it resolved quickly is refreshing. But it also goes to show, like, who your customers are. Like, I'm, not necessarily a customer, but I'm a referral. And they have absolutely no clue, but yet their brand has become ingrained in my head, and I'm, willing to recommend it. And that happens for every company. I mean, even for us, I wonder how many people, like, we have people that cancel and leave, not because of anything bad, but, maybe their CEO wanted to move or whatever, something happened out of their control, and they say, I will always recommend people to you, even though I'm not with you anymore. Like, it's a really powerful thing. They're not our customer anymore, but they're still talented people.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote a little post a couple days ago on empathy, and I had a tough experience last week. I had to put my dog Bruce down, and he was a 14-year-old chocolate lab, so he definitely lived a full life, and in the end got to enjoy treats and a ball and be with me for his last moments. So it was definitely went the way he wanted to go, and or the way I would have wanted him to go. He didn't actually tell me how he wanted to go. Sorry, that's not funny. But I was really impressed with my vet through that experience. Interesting, Carlos Pet Clinic. Just a few things. I really had three points on the post. First of all, leading strongly with empathy. One couple things the vet did is they anticipated what my mood or my state of being would be even before they got a good read on me, which I think in cases like this you can really do that. For example, I called the vet and to schedule the appointment, and the first thing the lady said was, "I'm so sorry." I mean, I think that's a response she probably says a lot when scheduling these appointments, but it definitely spoke directly to my heart. And another case, when the vet first walked into the room to see me, the very first words out of his mouth were, "This sucks." I was like, "Yes, it does." But I was really impressed, and just I think when you think in terms of empathy, I think there are certain situations you can think about. Maybe you're not sensitive empathy-wise, I happen to be super sensitive to it, which is a blessing and a curse. Um, but if you're not sensitive about it, you can look at specific situations where a customer might call or you might interact with a customer and look for cues like dog dying, they're probably going to be sad. So let's think about some statements that we might use in that situation to comfort our customer. So that was my first point. The next one was to reassure with empathy, and the vet was awesome. You know, I was a mess at the office, and they handed me a box of tissues and joined in on giving Bruce some love with me. And the vet was so gracious to talk me through the procedure, to hear my stories about Bruce. So all of that, when you reassure the customer like that, when they're going through that situation, it makes them feel like you're right there with them. And that's what empathy is all about, is feeling the feelings that someone else is feeling, basically. So you really are coming alongside them and supporting them. And then follow-up is so important in these cases. You know, you've made that empathetic, emotional connection with the customer. The follow-up, my vet sent me a signed card with a booklet of some encouraging poems and whatnot to do us while we grieve the loss of our dog. So I just thought, you know, empathy is so powerful, especially when you bring emotions into the situation with your customers. You can be with your customer and connect alongside them. They will, you absolutely build that connection with them, and as a company, it builds a connection to their brand. I mean, the way my vet treated me, I'm absolutely loyal, and I wouldn't think of going to another vet. Now, if they had been completely cold and insensitive to that situation, I probably wouldn't be saying that right now. So that was my experience, hard experience, but I was really, really grateful to the way my vet treated me and my dog. What's going on there, Jenny? Are you directing some air traffic?
Someone's looking for you.
Oh.
Yeah, and you know that's hard, but they really did. They really did a beautiful job helping you and caring for Bruce. And man, I don't know, that post made me tear up because Bruce was a really great dog, and it was really, you know, hard to read that, but knowing that it was such a beautiful exit process, and you know they were so kind. It's, you know, it was a good story for a sad situation, and yeah, made that connection with them, and that was.
Well, I miss the days at Dog Beach and tennis balls and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to doing that again someday.
Yeah.
Good times. We still got Miso to love on.
He's not happy about his Ewok costume, which he doesn't really want to wear, but he loves Dog Beach.
Well, Jenny, so any fun plans for Halloween?
Well, the balloons I might pop a little later. Just, you know, going to a Halloween party. Not sure what I'm getting myself into with that, but that'll be interesting. And that's really it. What about you? Trick-or-treating tonight?
Yeah, we're going to do some trick-or-treating. I'm going to take my little Olaf and a little hamburger, a really, really little monster, and we're going to go trick-or-treating for a little bit. We have a great neighborhood for it.
Fun. That's awesome.
It'll be a blast.
Aw. Good Halloween, Jeremy.
You too, Jenny. It's great to hang out.
Great to hang out.
All right. Anybody watching this hangout? Our one viewer today. Sorry, I don't know why I feel like I need to bring that up every time.
Because I'm so excited. We have a viewer? That's awesome.
If we ever hit like 2 viewers, I'm going to just I'm elated. You won't be able to pull me off the ceiling. But Yeah, it's what was I even saying? I totally got. So anyway, to our one viewer, enjoy our hangout. Hope you have a great Halloween. Share a comment or something telling us what you wore as a costume. Any great customer service stories, we love to hear them. We are absolutely addicted to great customer service stories. So share them with us. And have a great evening.
Yes, happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.